Hello, I'm Tony and this is View from the Evening, where I review some of the free games that are available for PC through various games. Today I'm looking at The Stillness of the Wind, a game available for free if you're on Prime Gaming. It's around a 900 meg download and is run through the Amazon Games launcher. I'm going in spoiler free and will play for around 6 hours, which I reckon is a decent chunk of time for something that I've not invested anything into. Nothing except a part of my limited time on this earth that I can never get back. Let's see if it was worth it. How to describe The Stillness of the Wind? It's not easy. I don't think I've ever played anything quite like it, and I've been playing games for 35 years now. Let's start with Nana Talma, who you play. Nana lives on this farm, which everyone else has moved away from over the years, leaving her on her own. That's what you know when you start, and you get no other information. It's up to you to work stuff out. This is all fine apart from one thing. There is no save function, so if you screw up, your option is to live with it, or delete your save data and start over. When one of my 2 goats died because I hadn't learned how to get hay, and the other one was about to quit on the old milk making too, I reset. That was only after about an hour, so no biggie. Though my latest game has been going for 5 or 6 hours now, and all of my chickens have disappeared. Why? Cluck knows. Let's move on from my devastating livestock loss and talk about the nuts and bolts of the game, starting with the graphics. The game has a very distinctive style, simple with pastel looking graphics, but which work more than well enough to give a pleasing feel, reminding me a little of Untitled Game, as does the animation. I personally like it, though it might not be to everyone's taste. Take a look at the clips playing and see how you feel about it. The controls couldn't be simpler. Left click to walk to a location, left click to interact with any objects or points of interest, and right click to cancel, which effectively means dropping anything you are holding. Objects you can interact with will highlight with a different icon, sometimes indicating another required item. For example, mushrooms that highlight with a basket icon, indicating you need to be holding the basket to actually use them. Sometimes, however, they will give different icons depending on what you are holding. For example, if you interact with a goat with nothing in your hands, you pet it. If you are holding the milking bucket, you milk it. Guess what happens if you highlight it with the shotgun in your hands? Yeah, that's right. You get told you don't have any shotgun shells. Of course I tried it, but only for the review. I don't have new goat money. The sound is quite atmospheric, gentle music and the sounds of the animals, but it never really held my attention. Oh, apart from a couple of things. There's this. Nana's laugh there sounds borderline insane. I really think she should go and visit some people. These last couple of years have been tough on us all. So, no shame, we all understand. There's also the cheese making effects. Sounds like Nana really likes her cheese. For me, the gameplay is a little bit of an issue. Nana just needs to eat once a day and seems fine with eggs and cheese. Plus she needs to get some kip at night. So you do need to collect food enough to feed her, but otherwise you have this big world to explore, right? Well, no, not really. You need to collect eggs every day, milk the goats, make the cheese, and most importantly, and something I didn't know about until my restart, buy things from the travelling seller who turns up every day. But not for very long. They are incredibly impatient. They will deliver any letters, hang around for a short time, then just leave, even if they can see you wandering over to them. Now Nana doesn't move fast, but they could be at least a little understanding. The problem with this is that you really do need to buy at least hay from them, which, not knowing that, is what killed my goats. And in order to buy things, you need to trade either eggs, cheese, or any mushrooms you may have managed to pick. Or, if you are really desperate, your chickens and goats. I do not know what happens if you have no chickens or goats. So, that means collecting eggs and making cheese every day is essential. Unfortunately, days are short and you don't have much time to do anything else. Exploring often means missing out on one of these activities, which is kind of fatal in the early stages. Add to that the ability to buy and plant seeds, which need watering every day from the well, which also needs collecting water from the well, and you end up stuck in a bit of a grind. The grind feels really restrictive, and in the 6 or so hours I played, I never felt like I could explore. In fact, it was after one exploration that I returned to find my chickens missing, so the message I took from the game was don't leave the farm, stay at home. Now, there is an ongoing storyline. This isn't just Nana Farming Simulator 2022, but it's told in the form of letters from relatives, interactable objects in the world that give glimpses into the past, and what appears to me to be dream sequences, although I am not sure, and some of them are weird. I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't say what's in them. The surprise is a big part of creating the intrigue. Plus, I've genuinely got no idea what is going on, but I kind of want to see more. I just don't want to continue the grind. And now my chickens are dead, the idea of starting over again? Well, I'm not gonna. So, would I recommend The Stillness of the Wind? Maybe. Like I said at the start, it's an odd one. It feels very easygoing. A simple life on the farm, building up your livestock and buying whatever the travelling seller has. Hiring a billy goat to breed with your goats. Collecting mushrooms. Then you get a bizarre letter from your brother. Or a goat dies. Or wolves appear. And your kids, as in baby goats, disappear. And it doesn't feel easygoing at all. Perhaps that contrast is what the developers were going for. And if that appeals to you, and the mystery grabs you, then yeah, go for it. Just buy hay when you can, and see if you can figure out what happened to my chickens, so you don't lose yours. If that doesn't appeal to you, then no, I'd likely not give it a try. I'm glad I did try it. It was fun, I enjoyed my time, but I cannot face restarting after losing that 5 hours of progress and all my chickens. It has these events which effectively ruin your progress, and because there's no option to save, it's a restart. You also have no clue what the drive of the game actually is, which is going to only appeal to a very niche audience. I will leave you with the awesome sight of a badass Nana chasing down some wolves. Thank you for listening, and I hope this helped. Goodbye.